What's going on, guys? Blazing here. Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me on another Raid Shadow Legends video.
You seriously not following? Unbelievable.
Alright, it is that time again. Armand's fusion is over. His path event is almost done, and now we get to do it all over again. So we have a new fusion, Eostrid Dreamsong. Now, she is a legendary champ support force from the Sylvan Watchers. Let's give a little bit of what Plarium says about her. Eostrid Dreamsong is designed as a versatile support unit, great with buffing and debuffing capabilities, turn meter manipulation, and a passive healing. Okay.
You naughty, naughty. You teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
Sounds pretty good, right? My only thing lately with the turn meter manipulators, since Armand's, I mean, if you don't go first, you don't go at all. So, I don't know. And then, you know, we've got a lot of them in the game right now. But let's break down her skill kit. Let's see what she can do. And will she be worth doing, right? It does say it's going to be a April 4th, a champion fragment fusion. So we will be able to save her in the portal. All right. A1 attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a sleep for one turn if the target is under a decreased speed, or a weaken debuff placed by this champion has a 75% chance that books up to 100 of placing the sleep. Not bad. I would have loved to see it be 100%, honestly, because a lot of people need help in Sand Devils and Necropolis, and you know, take the condition out there, make it 100%, throw a couple of extra books in it, and call it a day. I think would have probably been better. But overall, a pretty solid A1. Now, for PvP arena-wise, it's not going to make a big difference. I wouldn't build with accuracy on a champion like this, especially if they're a turn meter booster, just because I don't want to get polymorphed, right? We know that polymorph right now is the biggest blessing anybody takes, just because it's dumb. Anyways, A2, Burst of Springs, attacks all enemies. AoE, not bad, like it. Has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff and a 25% weaken for 2 turns. Also, decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. Okay, decreased speed, weaken, turn meter manipulation on a, what is it, 3-turn cooldown, 100%. Okay, screams out Hydra, you know, except for the turn meter manipulation part. Screams out Hydra. I like it. You know, normal Fire Knight, this would be really good on him, right? Not overall, not a bad one. Is it going to be game breaking? No, but kind of works like a between the Lysandra and a what is that? The legendary champion, I keep forgetting. Shuzan, right? Kind of works like that. So it is going to require accuracy, so she is going to be a little stat hungry trying to get this going. All right, A3, Blessed Dreamsong. Places a 30% increase speed buff and a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 3 turns. Also grants fills the turn meter of all allies and then grants an extra turn. That is kind of juicy. So Arbiter right there, right? We get the turn meter boost. We get the increased speed, and we get the increased attack with the extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. Basically makes it 3 turns, and each one of those buffs is for 3 turns. That is actually really good. Which kind of makes me beg to differ. I mean, if we're getting so many of these turn meter manipulation champions, do we really need to go as hard for Arbiter? I mean, I know she's a great champion, but yeah, maybe she deserves a little bit of a buff player. But on a 3-turn cooldown, with the extra turn, that's actually really good. I could see her being built more as a turn meter manipulator rather than anything else. I think, or not a turn meter manipulator, but like a turn meter booster, sorry, like a go first. And I think that's probably what I would do with her. Is she going to be my first pick on like an arena team and stuff? Probably not. She doesn't have a revive. I don't know how tanky we'll be able to build her, but let's keep going. Life Bloom. Whenever this champion or an ally has their turn meter increased, heals all allies based on their max HP. The percentage of the value of the heal is equal to half of the turn meter increased. Okay. So if I'm reading this right, that means if it's a 15%, they're going to get a 7% heal. If it's a 30%, they're going to get a 15% heal. So, all right, it's good. It's good, right? It gives us something a little bit extra, right? It's not a broken passive, and I don't think it's going to be a broken fusion overall. And then the aura is ally speed in all battles by 28%, which is... Now, let's be a little real. Do we actually need to do this fusion? So, decrease speed in arena, we're gonna get polymorphed, right? Could be great for, as I said, Fire Knight along with the Weekend, right? Other content, you know, Faction Wars could definitely be great for her as well. We don't have a revive on her, so, you know, she automatically brings me one tier down less. Now, because I am a completionist and I go for every rotation of Centranos, I will go for her. Now, as on the main account. As for the low spend or $10 whale account that we have going on, I do need a turn meter manipulator, right, for my Go First team, because I'm still only like 18, 20 days into the game. And so she would help out tremendously. If the fusion is not too difficult to complete, like I'm going to have to wait for the calendar schedule to see what happens. But overall, her skill kit, I would say, is decent. Nothing game breaking. She's not an Armand's level fusion where I would say you definitely have to go for her. So she could be skippable. It's basically Arbiter 2.0 with just not a revive, guys. That's kind of how I feel on it, right? So if you have Arbiter already, you could probably save your resources and not go for her. Now, again, as for the main account, I'm definitely going to go for her. As for the, you know, $10 whale account, I have to see what the difficulty is, because she would be a solid one, because I'm pretty far away from Arbiter, and I would definitely love to have a champion like this on the account to help me progress. But if it is too difficult, I probably will skip this, even though we are pretty prepared on it for the fusion. Overall, I'd say she's a 6 out of 10, right? Her skill kit doesn't scream anything too crazy for me to say, yeah, you've got to go for her. She's pretty much a polymorph champion. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and thank you again for supporting on the YouTube and following on Twitch. And make sure to join us on Sunday for the Knights of Teleria podcast, where you get myself, JR Star 3, Gestel Gaming, Jarrett Gaming, Fadum Compachi, along with the one and only Nacho Plays 50, where we talk everything Raid Shadow Legends. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. And as always, guys, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys next time.